Hey everyone, Scott with Hoarder's Hide, and you guessed it, I got more shit. Today, it's mainly LCS shit. Stopped on the way to the last hockey game to pick up a couple of new books. Yes, believe it or not, new books, and hit the $3 bin real quick, and also picked up a couple of things off of the wall. So let's jump into them. So this book here, Dark Crisis Warzone, one shot. My buddy Mark over Legion of Comics told me that Spectre was in it, so I had to get it. Vampirella Red Sonja #2. You may or may not remember, I've got the original cover for this. So I have to, get as many of these covers that I can. I already had. Oh no, this is a new issue coming out. Anyways, so here's the original cover. And then here is the trade dress and the Virgin. Also picked up this book, which again is another Drew Moss that I have the original for. This book actually came out last week, I think, but they had the Virgin and not the trade dress. However, after getting this one in, I noticed it looks like it was stuck in a dollar bin for a while based on the condition down here. It's atrocious. So I called or sent them a message, and they grabbed one from one of the other stores, so I've got a replacement waiting. Which reminds me, I can't leave this on this pile. I got to move it to the other pile so I can remember to take it back. Also picked up Escape from Wyoming #2. Bad idea. That's who made the book. Not saying it was a bad idea to get the book. And you probably see it already. Found this on the wall. Kind of been on my list of books to pick up. Just never had the opportunity to pick it up in person, and wasn't really wanting to pay some of the prices for what I've seen online. It's got one color break right there, a couple of small ticks. Other than, it's pretty good. It's pretty clean. I'm going to send this one off to a presser that knows how to do these modern books. I still haven't learned them yet. I'll get this pressed and graded, see what it comes back at. But I'm saying it looks pretty good. So also on the wall was Our Army at War, issue #2. Pretty stoked to find this one. I ended up with $300 in the two books. So they wanted $250 for this book and $100 for the next bin, and like, you know, 300 for the pair. I probably could have maybe bartered them down a little bit more, but considering there were 2 books I actually wanted, I just, you know, I felt generous, I guess. I just gave them their first offer price. If they wouldn't have been books I actually wanted, if I were just going to buy them, I probably would have tried to haggle a little more. But I was happy with that. You know, with our Army of War run going to be the long-term play, but you know, I got issue 2 now. They had issue 3 on the wall. They wanted a little too much for it for condition, but I may go back and see if I can bundle some other things and get that one down in price. They wanted $150 for it versus $250 for issue 2, and condition was scads worth. So, and then I hit the $3 bins. So don't ask me why, but apparently I'm collecting Tarzan now. So I picked up a few issues that I didn't already have. So, you know, and again, remember, these are $3 books, so condition's a little rough on some of them. Dell 4-color 1202 rawhide. Again, didn't have it, but for $3, I'll keep this for the placeholder. A couple more Tarzan. One of the older issues. What was that one? 23 from 1951. All right, so that's the end of the $3 LCS books. So I saw somebody post on Instagram the other day that they had picked up a particular book from this series, a variant cover, which I didn't even know existed. So I went looking for it and found it on eBay. So I now have duplicates of issue number 1, and I have duplicates of the regular cover for issue 2. But this blue cover I had never seen before until I saw it on IG. So I don't know if it's an official variant or if it's a printing error variant. So if anybody knows anything about this particular black and blue cover, let me know. I really can't find much reference anywhere about the variation. It's basically, I mean, it's almost like they just, you know, they took the red and the yellow out, and this is what was left. So I don't know if it's a printing error or if that's intentional. So if anybody knows, I got issue 3, and I don't remember if I had issue 3 or not. I know I had plenty of 1s and 2s. So if I had issue 3, I just had 1 copy. So if not, now I've got the set. So Rich Buckler covers all around. Reagan's Raiders. Talk about the 80s. So Different eBay seller picked up another Super Magician, volume 5, number 3, from 1946. This is getting towards the end of the run. This is from July of 46, issue 56. So this was considered issue 51, and issue 56 was the last issue. So again, we're getting close to the end. When this book showed up, it was actually in the same exact Mylar, and as we see, it opens to the side, which that shouldn't happen. Somehow in transit, it had a blowout. The weld broke free on the Mylar, which, you know, on its own is bad, but the Mylar was taped down inside of the mailer. I mean, this thing was packaged extremely well. It's, you know, it's like breaking into Fort Knox to get into this. But somehow it has just enough wiggle room on each side of the book. The weld broke and the book slid underneath of the tape that was holding the Mylar down to the mailer. So, but luckily, I noticed it before I got too aggressive with it and was able to cut out if I flip it over here, you can see what I cut out, which still had tape attached to the other side, and I used that piece of Mylar for a pull tab, essentially, to gently pull away from the book. And the only, I don't know if you can even see it, I know it's there because I pulled it, but this right there is the only hint of color pull from the piece of tape, and that was where the very, you know, where the farthest point of contact, I guess. So when I started to lift, it pulled just a little tiny piece from right there. But again, in the grand scheme of the book and condition, it doesn't matter. You know, I was fortunate not to rip the edge off or have anything major. I mean, because other than that, this is a pretty solid copy. And then finally, a different eBay seller. We've got Super Magician, Volume 2, number 10, from February of 44. Really kind of odd cover, I guess is one way to put it. One of the storylines in this one is Blackstone foils the Fakirs of Fulu. Say that one 5 times fast. We got Blackstone battles the Demon of the Deep, which I assume probably is referencing this giant goldfish cover. And what else we have? Blackstone's Tricks, The Ray of Force, War Wonders, K9V and his Jap Snappers, Olsen and Johnson, and Red Dragon versus Yellow Dragon. So some of these Red Dragon stories in these Super Magician books are pretty awesome. The last 2 issues of the series, actually the last 3, kind of push Red Dragon a little more, and the last 2 are basically Red Dragon covers. But I don't have those yet. Hopefully I'll be able to show those off soon. I'll find them somewhere. But anyways, I think that will, this one was packaged pretty well. It's not perfect by any stretch, but I'll take it. I think it might be a detached cover, but it was a single staple. It's a 52-page or 64-page single staple book. It's hard to believe any of those have anything still attached to that single staple. I think that'll do it. Wrong camera. All right. So, nope, nothing else laying around. Oh, I guess maybe while I got you here, I have one more. See if I can find it. One more piece of art that came in, and I might as well show. I should say one more piece of art that I am allowed to show. If I can find it. All right, here we go. This is, there we go. An unpublished cover. Again, it's from Drew Moss. It was supposed to be a Vampirella Red Sonja crossover, and I believe he told me the series, they decided to retitle it before this cover was used, so it's not going to get used in this form. So he, again, if I haven't mentioned before, which I'm sure I have, but you probably just forgot, Moss draws everything digitally on a tablet, prints out the red line, and then does the inks and the ink wash, markers, whatever else to it, and then on certain ones, then he'll scan it back in and do the digital coloring on it. So he had actually reused this cover, digitally redrew Red Sonja into another character to fit an upcoming book. I think. So if you see something published that looks similar to this, you'll know where it came from. That's the only other piece of art. Oh, yeah, no, I did get more. Man, how could I forget? And this is the coolest shit ever. Okay. I was going to show you some really kick-ass shit. And in the process of showing it to you, I remembered that I had more shit coming in to go with the shit I was showing you. So I decided to cease showing shit and just killed the stream. So stay tuned for a big shit show dedicated to a single piece of art. And hopefully that will be in. Probably won't be in until next week, because the piece I'm waiting for is coming from France. But in the meantime, I have a lot of eBay books coming in, so I may have a eBay shit show before I have the art shit show. So you got a lot of shit to look forward to. I can't wait to show it to you. That'll do it for this one. So until next time, remember, I'm Scott from Hoarder's Hide, and I want to know what's in your hide.